What is Christmas coffee?
It's a great question.
Det er et godt spørsmål.
Good question.
Norway is a country of extreme dramatic landscapes and weather. The winter in particular is very long, dark and cold. But Norwegians have ways of lifting up their spirits. In the darkest month of all, the Christmas market brings people out of their homes for festive traditions. Here they meet to socialize, do their Christmas shopping and find heartwarming food and drinks.
And we are here at the Christmas market selling coffee, of course. But not just any coffee.
Christmas coffee.
That brings up the question, what actually is Christmas coffee?
Good question.
Everyone has a different definition of what that is. So today we thought we would try to find out the answer to that question.
Is it like regular coffee or is it something special?
Let's go hear what other people are saying about it and see if we can draw a conclusion.
Get to the bottom of this mystery.
The first thing we're wondering is there any typical flavors that define Christmas coffee? What do people expect it to taste like?
Maybe Christmas coffee would be something Christmas-y, like the flavors of Christmas.
Our coffee shop does have like this, like a bit of caramel, chocolate.
Something that's from like South America, more like the sweet round kind. I think people expect more like the chocolatey notes, the more like round sweet ones.
People that normally don't buy like specialty coffee, they want something that's like good with cakes and biscuits and stuff like that. So it's generally South America, maybe Guatemala, Brazil. Specialty coffee consumers, they just want nice coffee, like clean, bright, sweet, acidic. It's not necessarily a flavor profile. You just want to have something in some great coffee for Christmas.
Personally, I love very tasty coffee, so I'm really into the natural flavors. Berry, I love Ethiopian coffees, I love African coffees in general. So that's my opinion. That's my favorite side of the Christmas.
Ja, mitt forhold til julekaffe er at jeg bruker å få smakstidsatt kaffe av mamma i kalendergave. Så gjerne vanilje eller sjokolade eller et eller annet. Så egentlig var det at jeg drikker det i desember. Ja.
Jeg tror kanskje det er mer smak kanskje i selve kaffen enn det vi nordmenn søker etter ellers. Nå skal ikke jeg si alle nordmenn, men mange vil jo gjerne ha en ren svart kaffe.
I think they like more round flavors, like I said, like maybe that it has more the smell of Christmas in some way.
So it seems like people have their own idea of what Christmas tastes and smells like. Spices is something that many people associate with Christmas.
People realize all these spices with Christmas in general. So mainstream might think of nuts, might think of spices like cinnamon, apples and all these things for cheese, for cakes and stuff. So I guess maybe a Christmas coffee definition in general will be something spicy.
I think of like spices, yeah, mixed with coffee, a little bit, maybe a little bit sweeter.
The Christmassy spice flavors is more interesting. Maybe like cinnamon and like anise, I don't know, licorice or like the tones of the coffee to enhance the Christmas smell maybe.
Litt mer sånn julesmak, sånn i form av kanel, krydder.
At den er litt mer krydra, litt kraftigere smak. Litt mer utpreget, kraftig enn ellers i året. Litt søtere. Vi har jo julekaffe her på kaféen.
Det er samme som egen julekaffe. Den er fra Kenya, og det er jo da et eget sånn kaffeprosjekt som en har for at det skal være rettferdig handel.
I have seen like more people ordering, for example, cinnamon on top of their cappuccinos. That's been like a little spike lately. So just a little cinnamon on top.
It seems that what you eat for Christmas helps shape expectations of what Christmas coffee should taste like. For many people, it has to pair well with Christmas food.
Yeah, something that's good to sweets. Yeah, and Christmas cakes. Yeah.
I feel like it's two different kinds of Christmas coffee. One that is, this is what I really like to drink when I'm enjoying myself, and maybe something fruity and a bit more special than usual. Also the one that really fits well with coffee or cakes, like typical Guatemala maybe for me.
Beyond its flavors, coffee is also a warm drink to hold when it's cold outside.
Everyone just loves the coffee. Everyone loves
feeling warm just in any type of way. And so I think it's actually a really important thing now that I think of it.
Something warm to like hold and taste and the smell as well. Definitely.
A warm, cozy coffee.
Varme, fellesskap.
But coffee is more than just a warm, tasty drink. It's also an experience, a ritual that brings people together.
Christmas is a great time for meeting friends, family and stuff, so coffee is a big part of it.
Probably a coffee that you can enjoy with your family and friends. Good company and good coffee. I think that's the true definition of Christmas coffee for me.
When I relate coffee to Christmas, I think it's a big thing, especially just with how close I am with my family. It's just more of the feeling of it connects us and it connects my grandfather. Just one of those things he loves and is in his daily routine every day. For me, I think of grabbing a cup of coffee, going by the fire, and usually it relates to my grandfather because he's kind of my best friend, and so he got me into coffee, and so for us it's him grinding his own beans at probably 5 a.m. and then waiting for all of us to wake up, grabs all of us, and he makes his fire, we have the Christmas tree, and we drink coffee. Just a good time with the family.
It's a cozy cup of warm coffee with friends and family, and you can just enjoy the flavors and yeah, good times.
Is coffee an important thing in Norwegian culture?
Yeah,
I would say so.
Yes,
Definitely.
We just love coffee.
Yeah.
Norway is a pretty big coffee country. A lot of people drink coffee. And we celebrate Christmas when you go to your family, and you will all get served coffee before dinner and after dinner and as the evening goes. Everyone has their different traditions, so every 23 we buy some more exclusive coffee.
It appears that Christmas coffee is something a little bit more special than your everyday cup of coffee. Maybe more interesting flavors, better quality. It's the occasion to treat yourself to something you wouldn't buy every day.
Normally people would buy coffee at the grocery shop because it's cheaper, but it's not as good quality. We get freshly brewed coffee every week. It costs more, but you get a more flavor, and if you like coffee, you get more value for money because you buy experience.
Jeg håper jo at de velger noe de synes er godt, da. Ikke bare drikke kaffe for å drikke kaffe. Jeg er veldig opptatt av at man gjerne skal bønder og kverne selv at man skal brygge det, da. Så at man får best mulig kaffe sånn kvalitetsmessig.
Okay, it's Christmas, so we're just going to buy better quality coffee because we're going to enjoy yourself. Something more special and good, different.
When it's Christmas, you bring out your finest china, your finest everything, and then also you bring out the finest coffee. So that's why we use Parla's coffee, and we use the Christmas coffee he does, and he chooses the best one. The best coffee for the best time of the year.
Now that we've asked people in the streets and in coffee shops what they think Christmas coffee is, let's hear from the professionals who are actually selecting these coffees, the roasters.
Roasteries are, when they offer the Christmas one, they are searching for, to bring something special.
Today it's open roastery at Pada. Let's check it out. It's one of the most famous roasteries in Trondheim, and we've never been to the source.
We have two Christmas coffees. So one is something special that we bring out for Christmas, one of our favorites, which is Kenya. This year is a farm that we visited in Kenya in January. It was nice to be able to also tell the story about the farmer that way. And then the other one is a coffee that goes really well with a lot of the situations of Christmas. So the Guatemala is a really good coffee. Goes together with sweets.
Another small roastery here in Trondheim is Polar Bear Coffee Roasters, connected to a coffee shop called Café Le Frère.
We've got two kinds. One from Ethiopia, Ekmo. We've got another one from Indonesia. It is farmed in a space where essential oils are extracted. It tastes like pine trees and eucalyptus. It's quite an interesting special coffee. I would say Christmas coffee really depends on what you associate with Christmas, and that varies from person to person. So for me, I really enjoy the one from Indonesia because it tastes like pine trees, and that's all you can think about with Christmas, right? The smell of pine trees. I think people would expect certain flavors and spices actually. I've tasted a couple coffees that had cloves as a dominant flavor profile. In Norway, we think Christmas is cloves and oranges, cinnamon and cardamom. So a lot of places would try to represent that with their Christmas coffee. But for us here at Café La Fer, it's all about supporting small farmers. It's a small business and it's family owned. I think it really depends on that year and what we kind of fall in love with, to be honest.
Last but not least, Langura has their own selection of Christmas coffee roasted for the occasion.
So this year we have 3 Christmas coffees. We have one blend from Brazil and Peru. More classic coffee, like nuts, chocolates. And then we have a bit more like heavy fruity coffee from Colombia. Reminds me more of like stone fruits, red apples, red plums, something like this. And then last but not least, we have my personal favorite, Buku Saisa from Ethiopia. This is a more delicate coffee, a bit more, some people would say tea-like, but it reminds me of like jasmine and red fruits, red berries. Pretty delicate and complex. So yeah, that's our Christmas coffees this year.
Every year around Christmas, we try to pick out a few different types of coffee that we think are either sort of good fits for the Christmas season or go well with sort of Christmas food, baked goods, coffee that's easy to like, easy to give away as gifts, coffee that, you know, is a little bit extra special for the holiday season. So there's like 2 different, I guess, philosophies, right? There's like the kind of old-fashioned Christmas coffee where maybe they would add sort of spices to it, usually kind of a darker, more traditional style of roast. And then in recent years, it's just been maybe coffee that's in a sort of more festive and sort of decorative bag that you can give away as gifts a little bit easier. So I think that's sort of why we've picked out these Christmas coffees, is because especially for people who maybe don't buy too much specialty coffee usually, but want to give something nice to their friends who they know are really into it.
Well, I think the roasteries do 2 things. One thing is they try to get in contact with new customers, so the market for Christmas coffee is much bigger than the regular market for the roasteries. That's one thing they do, and the other thing is there's a kind of like a competition. You want to do a really good coffee for your regulars, you want to do something special for them, so a lot of roasteries try to up the ante on Christmas coffee, or it can be anything. It's kind of a chance for roasteries to show what they do.
So it seems that Christmas coffee is really up to personal preferences. In other words, it can be anything. So is it really something special, or is it just exactly the same thing in a festive packaging? And if so, is that a bad thing?
Of course, everyone uses the seasons to sell more, whatever you are selling. But I guess it's because we actually love to celebrate and we have to find excuses to celebrate, and why not seasonal? Depending on the time of the year, you also feel more like different flavors in everything you're having, so why not with coffee too? I think it's not a bad thing to make the most of the Christmas in this time, or seasonal items, why not?
I think people expect it to be something like custom made for Christmas, but it's really not. To me, Christmas coffee is just any good coffee that you have, but in a new, fun, festive packaging. It's really nothing special. I mean, it can be any coffee that you like, just a seasonal, fun coffee. I usually go for one coffee that's more for everyday drinking, and then one coffee that's more for fun, festive, interesting.
But like I said, I think it does add that little something extra when it's in sort of a more festive bag. It looks a little bit cozier for the holiday season. And like I said, also that we've sort of tried to think about what the coffee kind of goes with and how it will sort of fit into your holiday celebrations, right? What you eat, what you drink. So that's sort of the reasoning behind why we don't feel bad about leaning into the gimmick necessarily. I think it can become too much when you have sort of Christmas coffee, you have fall coffee, you have spring coffee, you have Easter coffee, you have summer coffee. We just do the Christmas coffee, and I think we're happy with that.
Well, this has been an interesting experiment or investigation, if you will. Now the Christmas market is unfortunately coming to an end.
And what can we conclude about everything we've heard so far?
I would say that what people are looking for in their Christmas coffee is basically what they're looking for in Christmas in general. They're looking for something that gives them the right mood, that has the right flavors, that has a family aspect to it. Everything that Christmas encompasses normally.
Yeah, they are looking for this in the Christmas coffee as well. So it seems to be a very important part of the Christmas tradition here in Norway, at least. And
I don't know, is Christmas coffee just a Norwegian phenomena, or do you guys have Christmas coffees where you guys are as well?
yeah, have you heard this term outside of Norway? I haven't. And so I don't know, what would be Christmas coffee for you?
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, give us a thumbs up, click subscribe and ring the bell. If you want to see what we end up doing next.
More coffee adventures?
More coffee adventures, definitely. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Peace.
Peace. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.